Hello and welcome to BISP Solution. Hello and welcome to BISP Solutions. So we will continue our QuickBooks desktop learning sessions. Okay, so we will continue where we have left. So now Mr. Dawson is an owner and Mr. Gabby is an accountant of Mr. Dawson. Okay, so they both are discussing about how to create a job and how to create an estimates related to jobs. So Mr. Gabby told Mr. Dawson that there is a feature for the a job and estimates, and how to create a bill or invoice from an estimate and from a job. So Mr. Gabby told that he is going to navigate and will explain these job and estimates, because this is all related to each other. So Mr. Gabby navigated Mr. Dawson in the QuickBooks desktop and application, and he'll explain it. Okay, so now what is create a job? Okay, project based businesses that want to track an expense for customer project can use job features within QuickBooks. So basically, when you are doing any project, so only those business which are doing the project related business can maintain this job, so it can track down their expenses and features other in the QuickBooks. So now for this, to do this, we can create a job for a customer. So of course the job for a customer can be created in the customer center and job list. To do this, we should open the customer window and then select the name of the customer for whom we want to. So now we are going to create it. So now Mr. Dawson told him how to add or how to create a job. So now in the main menu on the customers options under the customer center here, if you remember, when we were creating a customer, I told you about the extra option is available on customer center, on the customer center rather than in the vendor center, and the extra option is the job. Here you can see, and whether you are want to add a job means that you can add job to a particular customer, and of course here add multiple job and customer we discussed here. So suppose you want to add a job to Mrs. Fairy Minks, you can just create add a job, and you will able to see there is only three information is available there: the payment settings, the additional info, the job info. Here you will write what is the job related to this. Okay, what is the job? So now we will cancel it and we create one customer, so you will understand basically. So when you create a new job, new customer, here you see more sales tax settings. Here you will add these things. Okay, so now we have Mr. Davy Larson. Okay, Mr. Davy Larson, and okay, he is the owner of Flying Homes Private Limited. So the company name is Flying Homes Private Limited, and what the company name will become up down here, as we all know how to create a customer. Okay, the first name, who is the owner of this? The owner of this is Mr. Davy Larson. Okay, we are not going to fill out this information, we will fill out later, so we should first do an understanding of this. Okay, the payment setting is like this: the credit limit it is given to 15,000. okay, the payment terms will just add it, because if we do sales setting, additional info is the we are not going to add, and here we add the job. Sorry, we will just missed out that a job title. Here is we have to give the title of the job. It means that suppose you are working in a company and you are a manager, so the job title, the job title is the manager. It can be administrative, it can be owner, it can be anything. So for professional it can be head consultant, etc. Okay, so this means so the job title means the title of a person. Okay, so Mr. David Larson is an owner of Flying Homes Private Limited. We awarded a job title architect, so he is the architect. Okay, so he is making some maps or just designing something. Okay, so now after this we will just go on additional job info, and we'll write the description. Okay, so what is the descriptions? So the description of Mr. David Larson is to create design. Okay, design. Okay, designing. Okay, so he's having a job description of designing. So designing of what? Designing of commercial places. Okay, so we will start. Job status is what? That we award it them. So when this job will started, it will start from 10th of May 2024. What is the projected? It means that an unexpected end date when you are what you can say, you when it is an estimated end date, you should provide it. So suppose you want to end this at the end of 31st May 2024. End date means when you finish the jobs. It can be before the projected date, it can be after the projected date. So when we click OK, here we see the Flying Homes Private Limited is added here. Okay, and suppose we are going from Jennifer Gomez, we should assign him the same job as well. For better understanding, we will give the job name architect. We give the job info description designing. We give the job type is commercial. The job status is awarded. Start date will be 10th of May. Same as same. Projected date is same. Okay, we click OK. Now here you see this, the option is comes up here. Why this happens? Suppose you are going to create, you will edit this. Okay, you already give the job title name. Suppose so it means that if you want to create you want to show this the particular job, you have to create it. So I just mentioned two things. Okay, Jennifer Lopez and a Flying Homes Private Limited. Okay, so this is how the creation of job is done with an existing customer, or you can create a new job and give the title of that thing. Okay, suppose you want to add a job to this. Cancel it, and we again give the name. Job info is again given. Here you will write again the architect. Click OK, and it will add it here. Okay, so this is how you will add the job here. So now we move forward, and in our next topic is to create an estimates. Okay, so before you give an invoice, suppose a customer is come to you, he asks you to create a estimate. So of course you will create an estimate, and for the goods he is providing or for the services he is required. Okay, so when you create an estimate, it is like not that thing. An estimate is a preliminary sales proposal that is often created for a customer's job. We can create it. Okay, we can create it is a customer job. We can create multiple estimates for each customers or each job. If the customers accepts an estimates, we can create an invoice from the estimates. Changing it is needed by QuickBooks allows us to create invoices from estimates either by transferring the entire estimate amount to an invoice or by billing only a portion or percentage of the estimate amount. Okay, it means when we create an estimate here, we can create an estimate. Okay, then if the customer has accepted an estimate, we can just create an invoice from an estimate. Okay, so overall several invoices has the ability to bail out for only a percentage of the estimates or for the various amounts of selected items in an estimate called progressing invoicing or a partial billing. In we have a job for which we can create an estimate. Okay, suppose we have created an estimate of $100, but we are invoicing only $50. So $50 is in progress, so we can create a $50 invoice from that estimate. It is also called as progress invoicing. Now how to create an estimate? Okay, so now suppose we go as we know how to create estimates from the customers menu. You will see the create an estimates. So you create estimates. Estimate is like creating an invoices, accepts the amounts entered into an estimates that does not affect any posting accounts within the chart of accounts within the estimates. It means when you create an estimate, there is nothing posting, nothing recording of any transactions in the QuickBooks. Okay, or in the chart of accounts. Okay, so now we will create a customer jobs. Now we will create a Fry Homes Limited. Okay, and we create an architect here. Here it is, we are creating an estimate. We will choose the items here, select, we continue to give to quantity. Here we create submit, we create 5, or we have created legal services that we are giving 4. Okay, so now here, so if we want to create estimates for so if we want to create a create an estimates for customers without a job. Okay, I have selected here a job, but if you want to select a customers without a job, okay, you can create it, but it is less common. If you need it, then you can create it. Okay, so if you want to create a custom, here you will see this, that custom estimate is available. If there is a template, you can change it. We will change a date to 12th of May. Okay, when you click save and close, you can see from the customer center Flying Home, there is an estimate is comes up here. Okay, so this is how you will create an estimate in QuickBook. Okay, so now what if you want to duplicate an estimates? And okay, so what is duplicate estimate? Duplicate estimate is similar to copy of an existing estimates. We can also create multiple estimates for the same job if we need it. Okay, for example, like we may need it to do this if we have a client that needs a few different pricing options for a job and thus needs multiple estimates for the same job. We can easily duplicate and modify an existing estimates versus creating entirely new estimates for the same job to save time performing data entry. So it means that if a customer wants multi estimates, but it also wants for the same job, it also wants, we can create it and we can modify to the extent it will create. Okay, rather than we create a new estimates, so it gives us so this gives us some more time saving here, because if we want to give multiple estimates from this, we can give it by selecting it. Saves the times, because if we go and create estimates regularly, it consumes lots of time. So from here, from the edit menu, the option is comes up here, the duplicate invoice. We select this and you can see. So when you open up this estimate, it wants to create your invoice. So when you click on the estimates that you have created and you go to the main menu on the edit option, you will create a duplicate estimates. So this will comes up, a duplicate estimate has been created. Make any changes you need and save the estimates. If you want to duplicate the estimate regularly, you may want to use memorize transaction instead. Okay, so this means that it is created a duplicate. So now you can see that two estimates has been created same. So that box means that if you want to edit, you can edit one estimates and the other estimate remains the same as you have already created. Okay, so suppose now you want to regularly create same estimates, you can use the memorize button as we have discussed earlier. Okay, so now the next thing comes up, that how we will create an invoice from an estimates. After we created an estimate and customer has accepted the estimates, we can either send them an invoice for the entire amount or send the several invoices for smaller portions of an estimated amounts. This is called progressing invoicing that I told you just a moments ago. Progressing invoicing is that in which it's sometimes called progressing billing or partial billing, allows you to invoice for jobs you can work on and complete in phases. So now how we'll create an invoice from an estimates. So from the main menu on the options of customers, you can create a create an invoice. Normally you create an invoice and you will select the customer. You select the customers and it will show you this too, that these two available estimates are available. You want to create a bill, you want to create invoice to them or not. You can select it anyone you wanted or you can select it all. So suppose like I click on OK. First I click this and click OK. So it says that okay, let's okay. So now you can create an invoice or you can move there. Okay, so now suppose it says that the construction material is not having, you can click OK. If you don't have, you can continue it, and whether you want to finish, you can finish, save and close, or save and new. So this is how an invoice is created from an estimates. So this is how. Now we have discussed how to create a job, we have discussed how to create an estimates, and how to create a duplicate estimates of an existing estimates, and we have done how to create a invoice from an estimates. The next topic we will click save and close. And now the next is arising, that how to change the job status. Okay, how to change a job status. Suppose your job status is that you are just rightly you have awarded a job to Mr. Davy. Okay, so Davy, but now what happened, it happens that go to the customer center again, select flying homes again, and here how you will change the job status. Here you see the job status. Suppose you have awarded on 10th May 2024 the job, but on 20th May it is in progress. You can change the job status from here. Suppose it is closed, you can close it here. If suppose the job has been cancelled, you can just not award it and click on OK. Now we will say this job is in progress, and we will click on OK button. So this is how we will update the job status. Okay. Now the next question is arise that suppose suppose an estimate has been not accepted by the customers. What happens if an estimate is not accepted by the customers? So it happens that we have to inactive these estimates. Okay, so how we will inactive these estimates here? So you will go to the here transaction. Suppose here on Flying Home Private Limited is having, you can click in architecture. Here you will select the estimates to here on manage transactions, click on edit selected transaction, and you can have this mark as inactive. Marker is inactive, so your estimates is become inactive. So this is the one way we can inactive this thing. There is another way. Here select an estimate, click on edit, select this, click on edit, you can go from find here and find it and create find an estimates that you want to inactive, and this is how this estimates can estimate will be inactive. Now suppose we will click mark as inactive, and we click save and close and write it, and you will see this that only two invoicing is active here. Okay, so now the next thing is come up how to make a purchase for a job. Okay, so now make purchase for job. What does this means, make purchase for jobs? It means suppose you are entering a bill, you are creating a bill for a particular vendor. Okay, you are creating a bill for a particular vendor, but you have already assigned a job to a particular customer of that particular product or services that we are issuing the bill to a vendor. Okay, so it means that you will understand while creating a job, or that for that customer you have purchased the bill. So it will be easily we understand to easily it is easily available that we create an invoice, that we will create an invoice for that customers, remembering the bills we have created. So how it will be done? It will be done like this. From the vendors menu we will write we will create a simple bill. We will create enter bill, as we know how to enter a bill. Here we'll change this to accounts payable normally. Now suppose you will select a vendor of Moody Woods. Okay, here you will select the Moody Woods, and now you will click the customer. Okay, suppose this is for the delivery expenses. Okay, so the amount of this delivery expenses is $200. You click it and you write a memo that delivery expenses services taken from this vendor and this vendor for the job of this customer. Okay, if we want to assign a job, we can assign it here. Now we will click here to the flying architect. Okay, now this thing is arise. If you want to create a bill, so if it is billable, then you can just check this box. If this is not billable, it will not be a billable options. Suppose first we create this invoice as a okay, and when you you just uncheck this and save and close, and this bill will create it without an invoice to a customer job. Okay, suppose you selected this bill, we'll change the date to 13th of, and we click save on close. So this is how we will purchase from a vendor in the job processing way. Okay, so now the next topic is how to create an invoice for a job cost. Okay, so now we will go and create a create invoice. Okay, we will create an invoice and the bill 16, we will select this, and when you select this, okay, let me see what I have done. Sorry, I created a vendor to Moody Wood, so I have to select. Oh, we have done it right here. We have done it right. I have just selected this wrong. So flying and save and close. Okay. So now, sorry, it's my mistake. So now we will create an invoice and we'll select Flying Home Limited. It will ask you that why it is giving an estimate. Why it will giving me an estimate. Let me cancel here. When you cancel it, okay, again we will create an invoice. Sorry, my mistake, there is some error happened. When you create an invoice for a job in a job way, you will select the Flying Homes. It will ask you that you have an estimate of this job. When you cancel it, it will show you that the billable time cost is available for you. That why this happens, because when we create a bill, we just mention that for this customer we are going to create a bill, so we are creating an invoice here. And what does this box says? This box says that the customer or job you have selected has outstanding billable time or cost. Do you want to select the outstanding billable time cost to add this invoice, or you want to exclude outstanding bill time cost at this time? You may add these later by clicking the add time cost button at the top of the service. Suppose you click on OK and you can click it. Okay, now you can write an invoice as you want, but you want to add that time and cost, you will just click on cancel here and you will see up here. So it will come up. Suppose you have this 4 options, what invoicing you want to do here for the item, for the mileage, for the expenses, and for the time USD. You can select this markup account, you can select it and you write on OK. Now here the bill that you have received can be come up here and you can create this invoices. When you click save and close, so give the bill. Okay, and we can save and close. So this is how we can create an invoice in a job processing fees when we create an estimate. So now we have just completed a job related activities. The job related activities is linked to each other. When we create a job, creating an estimates, creating a duplicate estimates, it is all related in sequence. So now what does means that how we will see the reports. So now you have the report here. Now you can, from the main menu under the option of job, time and mileage, you can see that job you can see that various reports are available. Right now we are only seeing the reports of job. You can see the options available on for the job reports. Here you will see job profitability summary, job profitability detail, job work in progress summary, job estimates versus actual summary, job estimates versus actual details, item profitability, item estimates versus actuals, profit and loss by job, committed cost by job, and here you can see estimated by jobs, unbilled. So we will see one by one this job reports. Okay, so now first you will see job profitability summary. Here you will see the job profitability summary for which we are getting a profit here. Okay, you will see this actual cost is for architect of 170 and we get a revenue of 890, so we are getting a profit of 720. Another you can see on the, yeah, it is not profit and loss. Okay, so this is happen, this is how you will see the profitability of getting profitability in case of job. Here you can bifurcate it, that what is the actual cost and what is the revenue you are just generating from the job. Okay, so we move another job reports, and job reports detail summary. We want to see this. Okay, we can select it, and here you will see the job profitability details of a one particular customers who you assign the job. Here you will see that he is here you will see more detailed way. Okay, suppose on the construction side you will see this, and this is how the job profitability detail will come up there. Now another report we are going to see, and you are going to see this other report is job work in progress. It will show you the what is the job complete. Here it will show you the completed, and it will show you the how much revenue you have done. Suppose here you will see on Flying Homes Limited, estimated cost is 770 and actual cost occur is 170, so the percentage of completion is 22.08. This percentage will come up like this. How this percentage has been calculated? How can you calculate this percentage? It is simple. You use the calculator. It is simple. I'm just showing you. It is so simple. 170 divided by 220 into 100. 170 divided by 770. Okay, 200. You can see this. So this is how the actual completion of work done. It QuickBooks automatically calculated what you give the date at the time of creating a customer of the particular job. Here you will see that the earned estimated revenue has done 890, but we have yet earned $196. So we are getting a difference. Why? Because the project is still in progress. Okay, so our next topic will move. Next report is job estimates versus actual summary. Here you will see the estimated cost is there, actual cost is happens there, difference there. So estimated revenue and actual revenue will come up here. So it will give you the report of estimates that you have done, and it will give you the actual as well. So the next report is also related to job estimates versus job. So again we will select the Flying Homes. Here you see that the job estimates versus the actual details of Flying Homes is given. Estimated cost is happen there, actual cost is will become, so it becomes 0. So it will show you the actual what estimates you have taken and what actual cost you already bared. Okay, so the next report we will go and see this, the profit and loss by job. Here you will see, here you will see more detailed way that to whom for whom the our customers we are getting profit or we are getting a loss in a more detailed way. Here you will see the job profit and loss by job. Particular job is given to a particular customer and what it's he is getting a profit or loss. Okay, so this is how you will able to see this report. Now again the second report is committed cost by job. Okay, for the architect the estimated cost is 770. Okay, there is no committed cost or no unpaid wages to a person. If there is an unpaid wages or committed cost, this amount will show up under this report. Okay, estimates by job, as we already know, here you can see this, one is in active still, so that is why the option is unchecked. Okay, unbilled cost by job, so we haven't done this. Okay, so the next report will come up on purchase, yet we haven't done that, so I'm just telling you hold the report. Okay, so this is the last time job summary. There is no detail because we haven't used the time. Okay, so this is how the job features and estimate features work in the QuickBooks desktop feature. Okay, so now we move forward, and we will see our next topic is received management. So the receipt of management is not there. I think I am not able to find it. Let me go to the preferences. Okay, so this is how we have created an invoice and how we can just go it. So now the one topic I have left there is about the utilities that I was telling you, how to export an IFF file and how to export this thing. Okay, okay, so from the file menu on the utilities option, under the import export option, you will see this the list of IFF files. So basically the IFF files comes up like this. Suppose you click on the IFF file here, what list that you want to export. You want only the chart of accounts. When you click on OK, it will ask you where to take this. So we will just go and select a folder we have just created. So we will select this and we name this export IIF and we click save. Now what happens, what is the how it look like? It is look like here, like you can see this. Export IF files comes up like this, but it will not open. It will open when you click on OK. It will not open like this, but when you just create a new working sheet and you open it, this working sheet first and drag this file, and now you will see the interface of this. This is how this file will open up like this. Okay, so this is how the IFF files will come up here. So you can export and import through IFF files as well. Okay, so this is our topic is left. So now I'm just going to close this session. This session is short, so from in the next sessions we are doing how to add fixed assets and how to do amortization in this QuickBook applications. So thank you sorry, So thank you for joining this sessions, and we'll see you in the next session. Thank you.